State Bank and Trust has been invested in Winfield and Marion County for more than a century, and today we remain deeply committed to meeting the needs of local families and businesses with excellent financial products and friendly down-home service.
But more than that, we're dedicated to supporting the growth, success, and well-being of our community as a whole. Because when it comes right down to it, there's nothing more important than community.
And just like our outstanding city officials, police, and fire departments, you can count on State Bank and Trust to help make Winfield and Marion County a great place to live for everyone who calls this area home.
Hello everyone, this is Chuck from Span Hardware in Winfield, Alabama. Good to be with you today, and I just want to let you know we've got some new things this year for the spring season. As you can see, Stihl now has the lawnmower. We're going to have a full line of the Stihl zero-turn mowers. We have a full line of the Stihl weed trimmer and chainsaws. Just about anything you need to maintain your home this spring and summer. From lawn and garden equipment to paint to hardware, anything you need. Come see us. We'll help you if we can. Thank you.
This is Eric Simmons from Furniture Depot. We have a store in Guin and Fayette. We've been serving the people of Northwest Alabama for 23 some odd years. We'd like to be your furniture store if you'd let us. And we'd like to thank you for your business this past year and invite you to come and shop with us this coming year and for the years to come. Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year.
Hello, Lee Hines here, owner-operator of Alexander's Heating and Air Conditioning. We've been family owned and operated since 1954, proudly serving Marion, Fayette, and Lamar County. We are Carrier factory authorized dealers, but service all makes and models. We specialize in residential and light commercial HVAC systems. So as we get ready to enter another hot Alabama summer, please remember Alexander's Heating and Air for all your HVAC needs.
Tom Bigby Electric Cooperative was formed for the need for electricity to the local citizens that were living in the rural areas of Marion, Lamar, and portions of Fayette counties. This line consisted of 12 miles and 22 consumers on the road from Guin to Sulligent. Between then and now, there has been a lot of hard work and dedication from a great number of people to make this cooperative what it is today. Tom Bigby Electric Corporation would like to thank each member. You can contact us today at 205-921-6712.
Your story starts at Bevel State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevel State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties, you don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
Enjoy our amazing on-site restaurant and bar with a lunch buffet every Sunday. Relax with a quick getaway with your family and make a splash in our outdoor pool. Book your next event with us. Call us at 205-468-4625.
At Bowen Funeral Home, we understand the importance of a personal commitment to provide quality services and products with value to meet every family's need. You'll find very caring professionals that truly desire to offer dignified service and true value that families need and desire during the loss of their loved one. With our newly renovated facilities, services, and quality merchandise, you can rest assured that we stand ready to meet the needs of your family in honoring lives lived. Bowen Funeral Home is located at 981 Alabama Highway 253, just south of Winfield High School. Call Tommy Bowen, Certified Funeral Service Practitioner, at 205-487-4327.
I don't know how they come up. I asked Luke, he didn't.
Let us pray. Father, God in heaven, thank you for this day. Thank you for allowing us to gather to do whatever we can for the city of Winfield. Give us the guidance to do the right thing. Watch over the people that are sick and have lost loved ones. In your name, amen.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to welcome everybody to the February the 6th Winfield City Council meeting. First item on the agenda is approve the minutes for January 16th, 2023. I need to ask the motion to approve those minutes if nobody has a problem with the way they've been recorded and been written. Keith and then Gina, all in favor? Next item on the agenda is Tree City Proclamation. We do this every year for the, we're in the, it's a proclamation for Arbor Day Foundation that we take part in every year. I need to ask for a motion in a second to go into this Arbor Day Foundation proclamation, Tree City Proclamation. Gina made a motion. Tim second, all in favor?
Mayor, can I do a picture, even if it's after the meeting?
Sir?
Do a picture for the Tree City application?
Yeah. You want to do it now or you want to wait till?
That's up to you.
Well, y'all do it now before everybody forgets it and gets out.
Just the mayor, right? Just anyone.
Back, won't get a picture made. You have to make more than one copy.
You want me to sit and sign it?
He's all dressed up.
Yeah, they like to do it, son.
Where's he at? Oh, there he is.
Where's he at?
He was standing up and I thought he'd done disappeared.
Is that one or two?
I did too.
Yeah, what's all $10 a piece?
Okay. Mayor's autograph.
I thought maybe we need to give Randy like 7 pens and he can change pens with every letter so he can hand them out to
Yeah, I hear you.
everybody have a commemorative pen.
Time to sit down, Ty. Next item on the agenda is the surplus metal bids.
We only received
They sign all
one.
these.
Mhm.
Go back to that. How many bids you got?
That's it.
The only bid that we have got is from a J.J. Merchant, Purvis, Mississippi. This is for the pole out here in the parking lot, way on where it might go. This parking lot, the pole out here, and the poles on by the railroad. Really not a local bid this time. We'd like to submit a bid of the following items: variety of metal poles and metal arm supports for stoplight of $177.77. That's from J.J. Merchant out of Purvis, Mississippi. That's the only bid we got. I need to ask the council if they want to accept that bid or try to get more or what.
How much is scrap iron at 100?
About $8, $9 a pound. I mean 100.
$8 or $9 a hundred.
Just say $9 a 100. How many 100 pounds is there?
It's worth that much. Good mile by the way. Pick them up this week.
I'd like to see the parking lot.
They got now, Mike, have you talked to anybody about this?
Just to let know if we did get their bid, but
Well,
not anything in detail.
Did you, but when you put it out for bid, did you include or have any kind of, how they're gonna load it, or did that, we need to, because this one out here is pretty good. I mean, both of them, what's left is pretty good size. I mean, they're gonna need to, I don't know that I know Rob and them didn't set this pole off out here. So you might need to see if they're gonna have a way to load it, offload it and reload the used one.
I did send pictures to them at their request, because we just put this in the local paper and then around town, 3 places. But with this company out of Mississippi, I sent pictures so they would know what they're getting, what they're bidding on.
Okay.
But we can reach back out, as far as loading, and see if they consider that.
Council, take this bid. I need to ask for a motion to accept this bid. Gina made a motion, and Keith seconded. All in favor? You're gonna get you or want Mike one to, at least they need to probably have some way to try to load it, or try to get somebody here to load it. The next item on the agenda is a library hire. We got Regina here about her department there as far as needing a job that she has posted.
Yes, we went through 35 applications, and we've decided that the board is in 100% unanimous, and that we would like to hire Sarah Voigt. She is, her and her family is new residents to Winfield, and she seemed to be a perfect fit. A little overqualified, but she's really only looking for a part-time job, so we feel like, she'll stick around, for a while. So we're asking permission to go ahead with that hire for Sarah Boyd.
If council don't have any questions for Gina, I need to ask for a motion to take her recommendation on that hire. Tim made a motion. Gina say all in favor.
Angie, I'm going to go ahead and give you that's her application resume. Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is NACOG senior citizen hire. Susan, you want to bring us up to speed on that hire?
This is a hire through NACOG, where basically they pay it. The city only has about $1,000 to do this. We had one person in the position, and she's had to quit due to literally being eat up with cancer. Did not realize it. It's really bad. I mean, she's on hospice. They're not expecting her to get life. But we've already been able to fill that one. But I have had other people come to us interested. So I called NACOG, I said, what I do? And they said, go to Mary and see if you'll hire another one. So we can use the help. We're getting out 75 meals a day, and we could use the extra set of hands if y'all are willing to let us hire. If I can find somebody qualified, because the ones that come that have, like I had a lady come today that missed it less than $100 a month on the pay.
Just based on their income.
It's based, they have to be 55 years old. If they're on full disability, Social Security disability, they're automatically qualified. But otherwise, they have to be less, for one person in the house, $18,500, I think, is the pay, all they can make a year.
So see, that's limited pretty much to who they can hire in that position. NACOG pays for that, except the city has to pay $1,000 a year. And I think if she's able to get somebody to fill it, I'd like to see the council to approve with NACOG paying that, to go ahead and let her make another hire if she can get somebody qualified for that. Because that pay and somebody that's interested in helping and doing that's far and few between. I'd like to ask for a motion to approve her to make that hire. Keith made a motion in a second. Gina, all in favor?
Thank you.
Yep. Next item on the agenda is old business. James, we'll start with you if you tell us what all you got. Yeah. James Odom.
I was looking for William.
My bad, I didn't say your last name, Mr. Odom.
I was looking for money. All old business,
Yeah.
$300,000 given to the water department. What's the status on that?
I think they've, Todd probably might know, I've missed several of the last meetings, but that's left on the engineer for us getting that, for that pumping station set up in northern Fayette County there.
There was something that occurred that delayed that, that was not, it was kind of out of our control. It wasn't the city's delay or the water department's delay. There was something, and I can't remember, it had something to do with the pump or getting a pump, but there was some delay in that. But that project is ongoing, and I think that, I think that they've got some expenditures they need to make at such point in time as that money's transferred up. So I think it can be transferred up there. I think they're prepared to accept it. But there was a little bit of a delay, so it's not like they've been waiting on it.
Had transferred.
Yeah.
So they've got expenditures that they can put the money toward.
Yeah, they can go ahead. I mean, they're far enough along that they're actually can pay bills on that project, so they are in a position they can receive the money. They had not been in that position before now, so I don't think it's been.
Is that your question, is whether or not they can receive the money, or have they received the money, or?
Yeah.
I mean, if they got expenditures, we can send the money on to them.
Second part of the question.
Sorry?
Second part, since we don't care there, tax money, it's going to leave us a balance of about $300,000, I believe. I'd like to set aside $50,000 of that money, which is perfectly legal to do it, to put the pickleball courts in ASP.
Is it legal?
Yes, sir.
You done checked it?
Yes, sir. Open air activities, 100%.
Yeah, Hamilton used theirs for splash pad. So
You want to do both?
$17 million on outdoor activities on theirs.
Sir?
I said, Huntsville spent $17 million of their money on outdoor parks.
What's the other council members' thoughts of what James is? Mike, you know what the balance is going to be on that?
Balance on the money, I think it's right 637, 600.
After the 300,000?
No, as we sit here today, I think it's roughly 637,000 in the
300. Let's say 300.
330.
We set that money aside when we start loading plans up and get it bid on the concrete. Concrete's got to sit 30 days. Temperature before we put the paint down, it's got to be 55 degrees and rising. I think I've got a way to get most of the paint paid for. So there may be surplus to that money left over, which we'll take and put back somewhere else.
So it's going to take a good bit.
Well, Gina already has a partial grant for fence that she can use towards fencing, I believe.
Electrical there.
Power's out there right now.
I'm ready to go with it, get it done. We're going to do it anyway.
Well, I was thinking of a grant for that, but I can reroute that grant and use it for something else.
How long does that take?
See, it won't be until all of March.
He stepped in the loss and had a terrible allergic reaction. Medication.
If the council so sees to want to go that route, I would like to see what all consideration how we need to allocate that money and start putting it towards something. I mean, I'm okay with what James is wanting to do for his pickleball court, if that's legal, to use that money for that, but I'd like to see what we're gonna do with the remaining balance, which will be around roughly 275,000.
So what's our timeline? When is the date that we have to have this money spent by, or it goes back?
No timeline on it, Mike?
December 26th, you have to know how it's going to be spent.
You just gotta know where you're gonna spend it.
We should be good there. We gotta get busy spending it. Well, we can spend it.
The library carpet is supposed to be in that money.
Sir, I mean, ma'am.
The new library flooring is
The
supposed to
flooring
be in
is in that also.
Do we
To
gotta
take
ask,
up the carpet and put the
did we get a price on
sanitized
that?
floor down.
Yeah, we've already done that, but we can't move forward on it. until
Yeah,
the
but
roof is
what
done,
was
but
that
we-
price?
You,
I don't have that quote on me.
yeah,
I
she
gave
gave
it.
it to us.
You remember what it was?
I think it was under 20,000. I mean, it, for the whole library, it was like, I cannot remember.
I can't either.
I gave her.
How long you been trying to get a bid?
I'm sorry.
She's
Oh,
got,
it's
she's
on
got
there.
the flooring bid, but they're waiting on the lighting. They don't wanna put the floor down and then do the lighting. We've gotta get the lighting situation
He
taken
doesn't
care
want
of.
to put the new floor down until the ceiling and lighting gets.
And we got
repaired.
we're
Great
meeting with,
damage to the floor.
power company Thursday, right? This Thursday.
Well, they sent a message, giving 2 times, and, I was gonna ask you which is better, between 11:30 and 1:30, or next Monday at 12:30. This Thursday, between 11:30 and 1:30, or next Monday at 12:30.
We're trying to get a little money toward it from the power.
I'm gonna try to get some from Park too, pickleball too.
More power to you. You get, buy your pizza,
I don't want to.
chewing gum.
It was, the quote was less than 20,000. The bid was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it out.
We've done that, so I'm not really,
Yeah, we approved that bid. I just wanted to remind that.
we're not gonna leave you out to dry.
We'll give away the.
Man, you're gonna have to get some new shoes. I see you've been wearing them out down that court.
I need a new pair.
This council, won't take action and agree to put that 50,000 toward that pickleball court. Add a motion from James, a second by,
1, 2, 4, what was, what?
how many? 4? James made the motion, Keith's already seconded, all in favor. All right, what else you got, James?
I've been, since Jay brought the lights up at the park, you know, I mean.
No, I didn't mean, you know.
Fine.
Okay,
I'm gonna bring it up.
I found it, Gina, and I'll send it to you, Randy. This was the quote that, it was,
What's that making the power company?
Thursday.
This coming Thursday?
26,800.
Oh, yeah, that was big.
It is, it's,
Well, I got to let her know. She said this Thursday between 11:30 and 1:30. I got to give her a time, or next Monday at 12:30.
Do it Thursday, it'll be rain Monday.
So you want to do 11:30, 12, 12:30, 1:30?
you gonna try to make the meeting? What time you got a different preference?
I'll have to talk to my boss.
11:30.
Well, what does your boss say?
I'll let you do it. You can do it, 11:30.
11:30, all right. 11:30, Gina, Thursday at the library.
Okay. Yeah.
Get the house clean, get the house clean, and get the house clean.
Yeah, I'm not worried. You can come in anytime my doors. I'm not worried. I'm just, I was running my
Hot
schedule
coffee.
through. Yeah, I can have you some coffee. You want some cake too?
No, hot coffee.
This Thursday?
This Thursday at 11:30.
Okay.
It's 2 days.
Sending home.
Day and a half now.
Larry? Gina?
I don't really have have anything. I did want to mention something, and this is just because this is something we knew that was going on, because we discussed this project, was this Meadow Creek subdivision that was being built on County Road 4. It's a 55 and older, going to be a subdivision that they are starting to take applications now.
Pretty high place,
It's very nice, and they are officially open. They have 42 units, and I think they have filled 6, but they just opened, I think, like last week or the middle of last week, so they haven't been open long, but very nice.
You know how many people they employ there?
I know right now there's 2, I think, in the office, but like I said, they just started and no one has actually moved in yet. I'm sure once people start living there, they'll have more staff. But they have 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom. So.
That's, you know, about what the monthly, how the base got.
Yes, she told me all that. She was going to give me everything in writing because I didn't want to verbalize anything and misquote something. So she's going to give me something with all that on there. But it's
not, let me ask you this, because it's been asked me a couple of times, is it, it's not income based?
It's what's called income limited. It's for people that make up to a certain amount. And they have some strict guidelines that they're going to go by. But
okay, if it's income, but it's okay. But it's a set rate on the rent.
On a 1 bedroom and a 2 bedroom. And she said that they also participate in Section 8. I'm not sure exactly what all that means, but that was something she wanted people to know also, is that they participate in that, a percentage of their units.
Okay.
Did she say Section 8?
Yes, Section 8. But it has to be a percentage of things. But she said anytime if anybody wanted to come tour the place, look at one of the apartments, we could go look at them. They're very nice. And they each include a washer and dryer, which is nice. So.
Mike, you had mentioned that there's looking to hire a part-time lawn.
The regional manager came by last week and said she was looking to hire a part-time maintenance person, and they'll contract out the lawn care. So if you were asking about if they had any employees, I know from that standpoint, they're going to do some part-time, at least starting out.
That all we got?
We have another ribbon cutting on Friday.
Crossroad Street here?
Yes, Honeysuckle Lane, which is right across the street next door to the patio. Her official open house is going to be at 10, and the ribbon cutting is going to be at 11.
They have it in there. We have it in your folder.
We got one Monday too. Is it Monday or next Friday? The next Friday.
March 1st. It's going to be the next one, but they haven't given me any details on it yet.
Assistance with payments.
Assistance with payments,
Up to a certain point.
Tim, you got any business?
I do not.
As far as the paving, I think everybody has probably seen or been through. They finished this round of paving, and I had several spots fixed all the way up Midway Drive, all the way to Hilltop that way, and then had one fixed down here on Kirkwood where you turn on Kirkwood, and then we had some fixed on Frisco. And then, of course, they fixed one out here on Church Street where the water department asked me if they had to fix a water leak during the ice storm. And got the corner of that where we'd already had that, paved back last year, I think it was, a year before, and they went in and fixed that spot. And then we fixed a couple of spots down here on Apple before the bridge, and then right here at the where Apple comes into Community Street, had them patch that. I'd like for the council to be compiling a, we're going to try to apply for a Rebuild Alabama grant again for paving. I'd like to, what are you handing me the bill for? I'd like for y'all to be compiling, see what we want to do the next go around on what areas. I had them to do the entrances over to the police department and in front of their mailbox. And while they was there, I don't know if it's because it's so old or because it's so thin. I think it's because it was so thin. There were several that ended up looking kind of bad where they had to run the equipment in there. So we're going to need to try to consider that area there around in front of the police department and kind of to the side there where they used their equipment, parked their equipment coming in and out. That the asphalt must have been very, very thin. I told Brett we'd look at that. So that's one area that I feel like that we need to do. And then the west side of west side of Tahoe. Yes. It's very bad.
That one will be on my list.
Yeah.
From the
I think everybody would agree that Tahoe needs to be on.
Country living on out to the stop sign.
I've contacted West with AlDOT. We're going to have 2 signs put up out here for the north and the south as far as that turn hour. Left turn yield on green. We had those signs on it prior to the storm. It didn't want nobody to get confused when they're sitting there waiting to turn left. A lot of people know to look and make sure that they can go, but this light, the north and side, the east and west light lets that whole side go and then changes and goes back to the other side. So there's no chance of anybody turning hardly in front of anybody that way. But the other way, when it takes away the arrow and stays green for both sides. So we want the people that's going to turn green not to think that they've got, because they've got a green light, that they could turn. So we need that sign up for that. They're going to come put those signs up. I've got the engineer drawing up the plans, drawing up the. We've applied for a couple of grants. We've applied for a grant. Working on the grant process for industrial access up here off 129 into the new manufacturing plant that's going to go through and try to tie it into the industrial part that's already tied in that other cul-de-sac. So we've been working on that. We're working on that entrance that we had started on. We have to shorten it about 10 foot because it was over a little bit too far to the north, about 10 foot, about 10 foot by 210 foot. So we're shortening that up, narrowing that about 10 foot in the next. And the state's going to require us to put a decel lane in because of the traffic that will be coming in out there. So they have to redraw that permit, get that re-permitted. Trying to think of it.
And I was going to ask, I didn't know if anybody has noticed the NYA building, the windows got put in, and they are complete now.
Since you mentioned that was another thing that's on we're going to vinyl or paint that, those.
Well, we have to keep the exterior like it is.
Paint it.
So I don't know if we were going to pressure wash it, try to clean it, or paint it, but as far as
I'm talking about
you can't cover it, we can't cover
the new wood.
Oh, you're talking about the roof. Oh, I thought you were talking about the whole the building over the whole. I think we were going to paint it. I think. Huh?
If somebody would soda blast
That'll help get that black stuff off. You know what you're talking about?
soda.
It won't. It won't.
Because when the soda gets wet, it melts and goes in the ground. Sand's all over the place.
Because actually they were gonna give us a quote, I think, for both. And then.
Vinyl and paint.
Because paint was what was there.
Right.
And then we're, started getting kind of like a breakdown of what's next on the inside.
We probably need to still consider the nature trail down to use the nature trail any at the park, at the community center. Anybody in here use it?
A lot of people do, but,
Yeah. Well, take them trees out. Not the only line see it. Which I don't know how good them trees are if you take just the roots out of them. I guess that's all I've got. I don't know business. Well, if nobody else has got any other business, I need to ask for the next item on the agenda is pay the bills. Accounts payable, if anybody's got no questions. Need to ask for a motion. Pay them. Keith made a motion. Larry second, all in favor. I need to ask to go into executive session, discuss possible litigation. Need to ask a motion for that. Tim made that motion. Larry second, all in favor. We won't be taking any other action when we come out, so that'll be all we've got for tonight.
State Bank and Trust has been invested in Winfield and Marion County for more than a century. And
this gentleman here, introduce yourself.
I'll introduce myself. I'm Zach Nethery. I'm the general manager at Tiffin Motorhomes on the east side of town here. I'm a father of two, husband. Most importantly, I'm a child of God. That's who I am. Also, what I am is very nervous standing here at this podium. This is a very intimidating room. A lot of important people sitting around a really fancy desk with a camera pointed at us. And I guess the point that I want to make with that is that what's said in this room by the people in this room has meaning, has a weight to it. It carries a whole lot more weight than something you hear at Walmart or something you hear at the gas station or something you hear anywhere else in town. This is the city council. These are the people running the city. These are the important people, and what's said here, people listen. And people take it as fact. So I'm here to deal in facts. I want to start by saying I'm certainly not here to make any enemies. I don't want any enemies, and I'm not looking for an apology for anything that was said in a previous meeting. I just want to kind of clear things up and set it straight from my foxhole, because that's the life that I live every day, and it's really important to me. It's really important to the 169 people that we employ over there. So, last time I was here was in June of 23, and at that time we were building 2 motorhomes a day. Okay, we had roughly 125 employees on staff, and today, 7 months later, our production is 50% higher than that. We're building 3 motorhomes a day over there. And we have 169 employees on staff, 167 of which are full-time. We have really aggressive goals for growth, and that means growth in Winfield, Alabama. Tiffin Group as a whole has really aggressive goals for growth in Red Bay and Winfield. But what we're doing in Winfield, it's important, and it makes sense to do it in Winfield. We have no plans to uproot what we're doing here in Winfield and take it somewhere else. It just doesn't make sense to do it. That's a fact. The fact is we're working 5 days a week right now with those 169 employees in a really tough market. We are scrapping, we're clawing, and we're managing to grow in the process. If you look at our backlog of orders that we have right now, it's higher than it was a month ago. It's higher than it was 2 months ago. no plans whatsoever to take what we're doing and move it to Red Bay, Alabama. And I felt like it was really important for me to come here and say that to you guys, to say that to the camera that's pointed at us, that probably everyone in my plant is going to watch. That video from the council meeting a month and a half ago, it made it around the whole plant. And you know what? It meant something to them. And that's really all I've got to say is we're happy to be here. And we want to be here long term. And we plan on being here long term. And we've got plans to grow and to stay here and to thrive here. And that's it. I mean, we need to deal in facts. And, you know, from each of our different foxholes, the important things that we've got to do every day, we've got to focus on that. I've got to focus on running that plant, on increasing production, on being able to hire more people down the road, and to be able to make it work in Winfield. That's all I've got to say.
You got any plans for expansion out here?
Physically?
You know, like, well, probably, I guess it's been 2.5 years ago that was talks about possibly doing the furniture, building their own furniture out here at this warehouse. Yeah, I mean, building a furniture warehouse out here on site, you know, like we did with the electrical. You move the electrical, doing your own electrical harnesses there. But are you looking at any future growth for us on the campus there for us? You know, you was doing upholstery at your other facility, Roma, and I understand you've shut that Roma building down, plant down. So I guess you're outsourcing the upholstery now, bringing it in. And of course, I understand if it makes better sense to do that to cut cost and to make it more profitable at the end of the process. But are you looking at doing anything for us growth-wise, you know, on this campus, other than so many more units a day?
So
Or have you got another floor plan possibly that you're looking at?
So if you're talking about becoming more vertically integrated, right now that's not the plan. Right now our plan is to focus on the core of our business, what we do, what makes us money. You know, it's no secret that the way that we make money at Tiffin Motorhomes is to build motorhomes and sell them. That's our whole top line for the most part. We get money by building and selling motorhomes. So anything that supports that, where it makes sense to outsource that part of it, we're going to outsource that part of it. And where it doesn't, we're not going to. We don't have any plans right now to start a furniture plant or to build any of our furniture in-house. And that was a business decision to do that. It made sense to do it. But as far as the core of our business, which is assembly, which is building the motorhome, which is putting it together from a chassis all the way until it's done and painted and ready to go to the dealership, that's where our focus is. Anything that we can have ready to go on the line whenever it's time to run units down the line, that's what makes sense to us. So,
what about
new products?
Sir?
Sorry, new products I think was the second part of your question, new floor plans, new. So we do have goals there as well. There's a new floor plan that we've got on the Ford chassis that's going to be rolling down our road in March. Beyond that, we've got a new Wayfarer floor plan we're looking at before the summer, and we have 2 new product opportunities that we want to take advantage of. So right now, we're in the luxury Class C motorhome market with what we do in Winfield, Alabama. We're leaving a lot on the table, honestly. So we're looking at some off-road adventure type motorhomes. Some of those will be built on the Ford chassis. It's an all-wheel drive chassis. We've gotten a couple of Mercedes all-wheel drive chassis on the lot to start looking at to build prototypes on it as well. So we've got goals not only to expand the floor plan mix and offerings that we have on what we're building currently, but also to introduce new products. And that's all planned here in Winfield.
You don't, I guess, since we got a for sale sign at the service center, you don't see any chance that the service and the warranty work will be done here back in Winfield?
I don't see it, no sir. I'm not saying it won't. There's nothing I can say that's a fact that says we absolutely won't. But no sir, there's nothing that says that we're going to either.
I appreciate that. Always, I had reached out to had a conversation with Lee Tiffin 4, 5, 6 days ago and asked him about how many employees that he had out there. So you said you had 159.
169.
169 now.
Yes sir.
Okay.
That's as of today.
Yeah, that's good. All right. We appreciate you giving us an update and kind of trying to clear the air and make it feel better for the employees out there. But and being you opened the floor and said, what you've said for as, I guess in defense for Tiffin being here in Winfield, I think that we might need to, that might help the air a little bit for us employees out there to understand that the city of Winfield from day one has been supportive of Tiffin and made every effort to try to oblige and do what they needed when they needed it and how they needed it, for as parking lot to sewer, roads, or anything, as far as what we spent to try to make that would work here. And they need to, all your employees, the ones you're saying is going to be watching, needs to understand that the city is still 110% behind Tiffin/Thor now. Because in the end of the day, all it means to us is jobs.
Yes, sir.
We got to have jobs, and we want jobs on that campus. And regardless of who says what, when they say it or what, at the end of the day, we're concerned about jobs. And if they can increase to 250 by the city helping to do this, we're behind. We're going to do our part. It's been proven that we're going to do what we need to do for us keeping the jobs here. I mean, we'll go the extra mile to make sure that happens. So it's going to be, it don't need to be a question as to whether or not the city will do their part for us standing with Thor, Tiffin out there. I mean, we're going to. I mean, there's no question about that.
I appreciate you making that point, and I apologize for not expanding on that further to start with. When I said we want to be here in Winfield, that's a big part of why we want to be here in Winfield, and we really do appreciate.
Well, I mean, time flies. I believe we've been there, 7 years? Is it 7 years now? 7 years? So we're with you. I mean, we're going to be there. We're going to do what we had. We've the fire department, when they first come in, they had that facility out there where the electrical shop is now for a training facility. They wasn't too happy with the council because we let Tiffin have that. We went in and let them fence around the storm shelter out there to increase where they have more parking. We've done road closures. I say road closures. I mean, we've done road closures. We've got sewer grants for out there, and we're going to do our part. I mean, I don't think that they need to worry about that. I've had those conversations with Lee, but we look forward to 7 more years. And I feel like that you don't have nothing to worry about with. I know with it, at least this, I feel comfortable with this council. I'm kind of speaking for myself when I say the city, but I know meeting with them, and they're just concerned about jobs as I am. And y'all got the jobs out there, probably going to be within the top 5 employers in Winfield, and we do appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Well, I appreciate you giving me time to speak.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, thank you.
I need to ask for.
Well, I did remember one more thing. Mary, who's normally here, wanted me to remind that the theater's first concert is this Saturday. Randall Bramlett is at 7 o'clock. She would be here to tell you herself, but she just got released actually to drive today. So you'll see her out and about now, starting
Get
tomorrow.
out of the way is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Did I ever get a motion to go into executive session? And I did get a second, and all in favor. All right, that's all we got for now. Yep, thank you.
State Bank and Trust has been invested in Winfield and Marion County for more than a century. And today, we remain deeply committed to meeting the needs of local families and businesses with excellent financial products and friendly down-home service.
But more than that, we're dedicated to supporting the growth, success, and well-being of our community as a whole. Because when it comes right down to it, there's nothing more important than community.
And just like our outstanding city officials, police, and fire departments, you can count on State Bank and Trust to help make Winfield and Marion County a great place to live for everyone. One who calls this area home.
Hello everyone, this is Chuck from Span Hardware in Winfield, Alabama. Good to be with you today, and I just want to let you know we've got some new things this year for the spring season. As you can see, Stihl now has the lawnmower. We're going to have a full line of the Stihl zero-turn mowers. We have a full line of the Stihl weed trimmer and chainsaws. Just about anything you need to maintain your home this spring and summer. From lawn and garden equipment to paint to hardware, anything you need. Come see us. We'll help you if we can. Thank you.
This is Eric Simmons from Furniture Depot. We have a store in Guin and Fayette. We've been serving the people of Northwest Alabama for 23 some odd years. We'd like to be your furniture store if you'd let us. And we'd like to thank you for your business this past year and invite you to come and shop with us this coming year and for the years to come. Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year.
Hello, Lee Hines here, owner-operator of Alexander's Heating and Air Conditioning. We've been family-owned and operated since 1954, proudly serving Marion, Fayette, and Lamar County. We are Carrier Factory authorized dealers, but service all makes and models. We specialize in residential and light commercial HVAC systems. So as we get ready to enter another hot Alabama summer, please remember Alexander's Heating and Air for all your HVAC needs.
Tom Bigby Electric Cooperative was formed for the need for electricity to the local citizens that were living in the rural areas of Marion, Lamar, and portions of Fayette counties. This line consisted of 12 miles and 22 consumers on the road from Guin to Sulligent. Between then and now, there has been a lot of hard work and dedication from a great number of people to make this cooperative what it is today. Tom Bigby Electric Corporation would like to thank each member. You can contact us today at 205-921-6712.
Your story starts at Bevel State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevel State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties, you don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
Enjoy our amazing on-site restaurant and bar with a lunch buffet every Sunday. Relax with a quick getaway with your family and make a splash in our outdoor pool. Book your next event with us. Call us at 205-468-4625.
At Bowen Funeral Home, we understand the importance of a personal commitment to provide quality services and products with value to meet every family's need. You'll find very caring professionals that truly desire to offer dignified service and true value that families need and desire during the loss of their loved one. With our newly renovated facilities, services, and quality merchandise, you can rest assured that we stand ready to meet the needs of your family in honoring lives lived. Bowen Funeral Home is located at 981 Alabama Highway 253, just south of Winfield High School. Call Tommy Bowen, Certified Funeral Service Practitioner, at 205-487-4327.